Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. Jalen Duren is out there with Holland. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Here's Ivey. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Here's Dixon. He's covered by Thompson. And the Warriors miss again.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Count the basket. Cunningham's got 9.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
Here's Dixon. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Curry's shot is off.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
They get it again. Thompson inside, defended by Butler. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for jobs well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. From outside the arc. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Dixon, covered by Cunningham. Here's Butler. Rebound by the Pistons. Cunningham's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He kicks to Thompson. Pass to Holland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cunningham for 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Pistons trail by 17. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Holland. He has 6. Ivey on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Releases from 15. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Ivey's got 9 points.
Too smooth from the mid-range. Defenders can't let Ivey get comfortable from there.
Here's Kuminga. And it's blocked. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Warriors. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are wondering the same thing. Do they have the talent it takes to reach another level in the playoffs? Because that's what you have to do to win a championship.
Basket good. 8 points for him.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Well, their pass to Dixon. Back to Butler. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Portland TRAILBLAZERs. Then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Sacramento Kings.
The matchup against the Nuggets, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And the Pistons making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Cunningham passes to Ivy. Out to the wing. Cunningham outside. Pass to Hardaway. Puts up a three. Here's Durant. It's blocked. Here's Dixon, covered by Cunningham. With some arc, and Cunningham with the block. They recover it. Here's Dixon. And the three off target.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Kuminga the pass to Dixon. Rebounded by the Pistons. Cunningham's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as...
Substitution
here for Detroit. Beasley's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Marcus Sasser comes in for Jaden Ivey. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Dixon. And Durant slams it in.
Well, it's always a huge bonus when Durant has a scoring night like this.
Takes it inside. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. Beasley kicks to Holland. 1:04 left to play here in the third. No good with the layup. Here's Dixon. Holland with the rebound. Holland's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson with it. Looney on him. The shot by Thompson, no good. Warriors leading by 20. Outside, Kuminga. Poke loose. Pass to Dixon. The 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Dixon's got 34 points.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Sasser with it. Shoots over Podziemski. It's off. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Dixon is out there with Podziemski. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Pistons shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generations. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
Here's Sasser. He's covered by Dixon. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul.
Buddy Hield.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Klintman. Shot clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Shooting for Detroit. Klintman at the line for 2.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Dixon. He's covered by Sasser. And the shot goes in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Detroit with the ball. Fires the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Here's Dixon. It's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Well, their pass it to Dixon. 4 on the clock. That one a little long. Now the pass to Ivy. Lets it go with the 3. Pistons working now with a new shot clock. The Pistons working the ball around now. From downtown, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
Here's Dixon. He's covered by Sasser. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Do you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
Team foul. At the line for the Warriors.
First free throw is good.
Dixon. 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Dixon.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Duran down low. Jackson Davis defending. The shot missing. Here's Dixon. That one doesn't go. Cunningham with some nice D. On the wing, Hardaway. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Here's Dixon. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Pistons trail by 21. Thompson dishes to Cunningham. Ivy, no one around him. Detroit, no good that time either.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's stolen by Duran. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope. When just a little while ago, it looked like hope was lost.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and, you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
Dixon passes to Curry. Here's Dixon. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Here's Thompson. Pass to Duran. Out to Thompson. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. They double him with Butler. That's a 2 from Cunningham. They get it back. Duran, it's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Detroit basketball.
So it's the Pistons now. Cunningham on the wing. 6 to shoot over Dixon. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 4 this quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
To the inside, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Thompson outside. Pass to Ivy. From 10 feet out, that's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Jaden Ivey. So Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The Warriors making a switch here. Santos has checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Schroeder's checked in. Thompson outside. There's the lob to Duren. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, you've got to like the instincts there from Thompson to find his teammate off the pick and roll.
Here's Dixon. Guarded by Hardaway. Count it.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted. You think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Yeah, because we want to see the finish, don't we? We want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of break.
That's where the excitement happens.
Duren against Green. Duren, the pass to Schroeder. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Ivy kicks to Thompson. Here's Holland. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
For the Pistons, Malik Beasley comes in for Asar Thompson. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Ivy. Fires from deep. Rebound, Detroit. Schroeder, right side. Beasley. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
The assist.
Schroeder's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Dixon. Passes to Hield. Sasser with it. Out guarded by Hield. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. A nice shot by Dixon. Dixon's got 57 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And he drives in, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Sasser. Good D by Hield.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Detroit's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. The pass to Holland. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Duran misses from short range. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
2 minutes
Back to heel.
2 minutes.
Golden State moving the ball around. Inside. Dixon's shot is off. And, well, Detroit shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. It's good.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Dixon. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, he was able to get the shot he wanted at the arc, and sometimes the right setup is all a guy needs.
Ritter passes to Duran. Kicks it to Beasley. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
As one side as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Smooth.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
5 on the clock. Dixon's shot is off. Here's the teardrop. Offensive rebound. Holland. Off target at the rim. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout.
Started.
Time to get loud and make some noise for your Warriors Dix team.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Smooth.
Hey, guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Here's Dixon. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Right wing, three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Looking to end the run. Cans it from downtown.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd to be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. See you later.